Hey everybody, welcome back to my stock channel. My third update of the UBS Credit Suisse situation for the day. I'm really liking this. The more and more I look at it, I'm becoming a very strong buy. And here's the reason why. They're going to get all of Credit Suisse's revenue. Those people that owe money to Credit Suisse still have to make those payments for the next 20, 30 years. They're going to get all that revenue. They're going to get all that income. They're going to get all that profit. It's not going to come with any debt. So they're gonna double their revenue line, maybe they're gonna double their profit line. It's not going to come with any debt, so it might even do more than double. Um, Credit Suisse expenses are going to be employees and locations. All of their debt's been canceled, so they should be a lot cheaper to run per location than ever before. And uh, each location hopefully will sustain itself by writing new loans and doing new business. And if they can just break even for themselves for the time being, we have an opportunity here for UBS in the next quarter, either probably August 31st earnings. I'm thinking is just going to be an absolute launch pad for this thing. I think it doubles almost immediately to $40. Could go to $50 or $60 because it's coming with no debt. And if they got, Credit Suisse, they paid back Switzerland. They diluted the stock by 2/3. That dilution netted them approximately $7 billion. And then with that $7 billion, they were able to do the complete bailout of the money that they lost in Switzerland, which was $7 billion, the same amount. Switzerland paid it off, then they repaid Switzerland. So they have no debt whatsoever or loss in Switzerland at this point. Us stockholders already paid for it. So they also owe $11 billion to France in losses. The French losses were almost 11 billion, 10 billion. The assets of UBS Group are over $1 trillion. They can eat $10 billion in debt for lunch. They could just stick this on their debt line and just call it a day. And it won't even affect the performance of the stock, the revenue of the stock, the earnings of the stock, the profit of the stock. Throwing 10 billion onto a $1 trillion asset company isn't even going to be something that we notice. I say next earnings report $30, $40. Well, no, I'm just going to say 40 and maybe 60. This thing's going to go absolutely ape shit. And if it doesn't get the whole thing in September, it should get the whole thing in September. It should be the first report that we see. Unless they haven't had a whole quarter to develop it yet. Maybe they haven't been able to pillage Credit Suisse's new loan monies yet until just the other day. In that case, it's going to be the next quarter where it absolutely blows up. You're looking at the end of December. Let me see, September 31st, October, November, December. Yeah, end of December. So buy the January option for UBS. The $30 option is 10 cents. And the $35 option is 15 cents. I would gobble up some of these. Any price improvement quickly is going to make those things go up. And even if you had to hold them through December, and this thing hits $40, you can get a lot of contracts really cheap, multiply up. Those 10 cents could be worth 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 cents, or be worth $5 each, $10 each. Could be a really big deal. But yeah, I'm at a strong buy on this one. Strong buy January or later options. At least give them not just this earnings report, but next earnings report also, because the boom in revenue and the boom in earnings that are coming have not hit UBS yet. They've still been living in Credit Suisse land, which is now delisted. Will they get to claim all of Credit Suisse's earnings for this quarter at UBS on this announcement? Maybe. They might be able to. I guess they're going to have to. So it may very well be this quarter. It may very well be August 31st where we hear the incredible new money line for UBS, or it might be the next quarter. But we're going to hear an incredibly new money line on UBS. It's going to be a new profit line, and it's going to be blockbuster. I just got a really strong feeling. Tell me why I'm wrong in the comments below. What am I missing? Switzerland's paid for. The dilution paid for the big loss they took. And UBS is just going to absorb the $11 billion that they lost in France. Sounds like the whole situation's solved, and they got a company for pennies on the dollar. I think Credit Suisse locations can fend for themselves at least enough to break even. And if all that is true, well, if it's not true, they need to start closing some Credit Suisse locations if they can't live on zero debt situation and just bring in enough to pay the employees and keep the lights on. Hopefully they will be able to do that. And if they can, they're not going to be a burden on UBS, probably at all. And they might even help UBS. But most importantly, UBS doubled up its revenue and doubled up its income, and there's no debt on that income. So, hoorah! UBS, $40 to $60, probably August 31st, early September, you'll see it. Or very early January, late December, December 31st. I don't know when that earnings date is going to be. So buy the Januaries just in case. Maybe get the Februaries. There are some February UBSs out there. They cost 20 cents, but I think they're February 30s is the highest you can go. I like the 30 and the 35 just because they're cheaper. I get twice as many of them. The closer they get to the money, the more you make in the long run, the more options you have. So if you're going to be making a play like this, the 35s are going to be more valuable. But thank you for watching. This will be my last video. So do the right thing. UBS, boom. Have a wonderful day. Like my video and subscribe.